2016 marks the 20th year that the NAS has been in Scotland, and we wanted to celebrate that in a way that's not been done before. Often when people think about autism, they think about communication disorders and difficulties socialising and being confident. We decided to challenge those beliefs and create a series of comedy workshops designed to bring out the comedy talent that's there within autistic people and demonstrate it to you people here tonight.
So charities spend a lot of time talking about the injustices in our society. 66% of autistic people feel socially isolated. Only 32% of autistic people are in full-time employment, but the vast majority want to work. 44% of autistic people and their families don't feel like they sometimes don't go out of the house because they're worried about how people will react to them. So we talk about that a lot. We talk about what's unfair, but for our 20th anniversary, we just wanted to have some fun.
Well, this is comedy workshops for people with autism, specifically adults with autism and Asperger's.
The idea behind these comedy workshops is working with people who have got different levels of autism.
I got involved because my dad has autism and autistic spectrum disorder and every other form of autistic person behaviour you could think of.
My husband has autism and Ashley's on the spectrum, so we've got a good background knowledge of dealing with people who have got different issues, and to be honest, I'm a comedian. I think everybody in comedy is a wee bit on the spectrum.
My name is Ashley and we are joined today by an artist from Germany called Otto. Hello Otto.
Captain, I said what? He said Captain, I said what? He said Captain, I said what? He said Captain.
I have a girlfriend. I mean, she's like the square root of -1. They're both imaginary.
That I'm really quite good at. There's like procrastination, there's repetition, there's making lists, there's skiving, there's repetition.
I believe to gain more confidence and to be able to present myself up in front of people. I'm on the autistic spectrum, sometimes that doesn't come naturally to some of us, and again it's to gain a little bit of confidence.
The first week we ran this workshop, there were about 14 people, and most of whom didn't know each other, and the conversation was quite awkward. It was getting it started and getting people talking and confident enough to stand up in front of the rest of the group to perform was very difficult.
Well, I think it's benefited me to get to meet a lot of interesting people who know some other people.
Well, nice people, lots of good comedy. It's getting me out of the house a bit, which is always good.
As the weeks went on, you could see the confidence and the ability growing in them week on week. And then now, at the end of these workshops, we struggle to fit within time. Everyone wants to be up in front of a group and perform and do their bit.
Yeah, supports a lot. There's all different people. You can gain different confidence and different things with them, start to open up.
Oh yes, definitely. It's definitely been a big boost to my confidence. Before this, I wasn't really getting out of the house much at all, so.
These were primarily set up as an opportunity for the people attending to socialise. I think it's really great when you see people, they've been going up and doing their routines, they're all high-fiving afterwards, they're really supportive of each other, which has been fantastic. But people have also really come on in their confidence, public speaking, and their creativity has really been kind of nourished in it as well.
It helps you with communication, learn to be creative, ad-lib. It's very beneficial, and the comedy workshop's very beneficial, and for our communication skills and being able to invent and be innovative.
And I've had some of the members come up to me afterwards and tell me how much that it's increased their confidence outside of the workshops, whether it's talking in their workplace or with their friends and family, knowing that they've did something as challenging as this and they managed to do it.
It really helps them to think about interview situations and how to respond quickly to questions that you might not be expecting to be asked.
Mm-hmm. They do make a difference. A lot of people who don't have chances like this to learn a few things that can increase confidence. And those things kind of affect a lot of things in daily life and social things as well. You see, humour is a very more complicated thing than most people can imagine. Like telling a joke to someone else. This can only work if you know things about that person you're talking to.
I would like to think that the last 20 years of the NAS has proved the need for proper autism support. In 1996, autism wasn't that well known, especially in the UK.
I think that the message the Scottish Parliament could get from workshops like these is that people who have difficulties interacting, like Asperger's, like autism, like OCD, they're not just one type of person.
I would like to do more if they have more options. There's not much out there, so if they could provide a bit more support for like people our age. There seems to be more for children, but adults, we would benefit if they made more programmes for us to go join.
They should really be funding a lot more things like this, because it's really, really good for, not just for me, but for everyone. Just being able to get out of the house and interact with other people and things like that.
They're not just one thing, they're a whole spectrum. That's why it's called autistic spectrum disorder. They're a whole spectrum of people, and to just kind of categorise them all in one box and to not really give them the chance to evaluate on a case-by-case basis is silly, and it's counterintuitive, and they have an awful lot to offer other than just being really good detectives in crime series, which apparently is all autistic people do in the television now, is solve crimes really well. Not a single one of them has solved a crime as of yet, so I think that that's a lie.
In the last 20 years, acceptance and understanding of autism has improved greatly. Now, for the next 20 years, we need to make sure that autistic people are integrated into every aspect of society and they're able to lead the life that they want to lead, take up whatever job they want to take up and have the same opportunities as someone without autism, because there's no reason why they shouldn't.
Happy 20th anniversary!